So this is the 833. Flipping out the queen as master, rounding up the zigzag zig that started 3 days ago. And so the dresses to the red queen, the queen of the red lodge, the almighty peace stone nation. And so where we go from here is we go over a little bit of recap of a few things. So I'm going to do some invites. I'm not going to go straight into the address shit. I'm going to do some invites. Not really letting me put many in here. Let me see. Okay. Invite. Do a couple more invites because it's funny the way it's making me do my invites. So, all right. So, hey, Kiwi. So in here we getting ready to bounce out the red lodge. I'm trying to do invites, but it ain't letting me. And this is, from what I'm seeing with the Dance of the Dragons, it's last two masters. Last two masters. So yesterday we did, it flipped out that we were doing the Dance of the Dragons, two masters that were mirroring each other. One would be flipping out an imposter, which the other would be flipping out a master. And so we went through the zigzag zig to reveal the imposter that was flipped out yesterday. And the imposter being some chick that was trying to fuck over Nana Woo Woo. And I didn't know anything about it till she got flipped out yesterday. But I seen two license plates that got my attention. One of them said Dax 9776. Now we know a lot of us not into hip hop or rap music, but most of us are. So Dax is an artist on a come up, and he's flipped off what's his name? Hobson. Hobson flipped me out in a song called Witch Doctor. You know, so I am the witch doctor. And so I did a post on it already. So when I mirrored the zigzag zig of the queen of the red lodge, being the king of the blue lodge, I flip out a master. That master being Tupac Amaru Shakur, who's cloaked. And he on here watching. He ain't in the video right now, but sometime today he'll probably be watching. So on his outlaw shit, Tupac laid that shit down, thug style, thug style. And so I used Tupac as a mirror. His name Tupac Amaru means shining serpent or white serpent. And something about the monkey man. I'm a platinum back gorilla. The gorilla's got a monkey man. I'm a primate. Prime mate. I'm the prime mate. I'm the mate that's the prime picking. I'm the one in the many that's the perfected man. So I didn't think I was going to be the one. I thought I was going to be somebody that was going to figure out how to help the one perfected man execute his stuff. So you see right here shining this red ring. My father gave me his 25th anniversary ring. It's no coincidence that it's 25 years and 2 and 5 equals 7, and he got a 5960, which is 20, Mo, when you add it all up. 5 and 9 is 14 and 6 is 20, Mo. Got to have a capstone. And we know in the story of Solomon, it's saying his father gave him a ring. And that ring had a stone in it that allowed him to control the jinn. Well, you ain't really going to control the jinn. If you don't believe me, I'll let you ask her. You're not going to control the fucking jinn. You got to be a bad motherfucker. You work with them. See, that's the thing that you don't understand about the world we live in. When you can't control something, don't control it. Work with it. You will draw more power from it if you work with it. So, flipping off Peace Stone Nation, flipping out the PPO off the Naughty by Nature Tretch, where Sika had flipped out the sister that was the queen up in New York off the Red Lodge. And Sika sacrificed to be the mirror for her, right? So my Naughty by Nature flip being the PPO, being OPP, OPP being flipped. P is the 16th letter. It's 2 7s. It's 077. My mama used to always say, play the other end, baby. So you got to play the 007. Now, we all know the 007 is James Bond. And we know that Bond is a ransom. So I was the ransom. So I was the ransom for the queens. If I don't figure this shit out, they don't get out. You fucking crazy. What I didn't anticipate is that all the queens would know who I was, but I would not directly know who they were by looking and talking to them until I developed to a certain level. Now, when I see them, I know them. I know all the queens. When I see one, I know one. But because of all of this dirt that went down, I don't always speak to them. I might want to, but I don't, because they still timid and afraid because of what those imposter bitches did and what the invaders did. So to get all of the imposters out required the queens to work together. Queens are scared of each other because there's nobody that'll slay the fucking dragon, so to speak. So the Red Queen on the come up, I heard Farrakhan say, every now and then, it's not too often, that there's a red star and a blue star on the rise. Well, we already know, being flipped out of the Blue Lodge, I would be that blue star that's about to enter into what they call the Day of Judgment. Now, the red star fucked me up. My baby was the motherfucking almighty P in the P stone. That black girl fucking magic amazed the fuck out of me. Most beautiful shit I ever seen. So my baby come through flipping out imposters, laying down protection motherfucking programs. You know what? I watched that video, Mizell, that picture me rolling. And I knew he had dropped me some keys. When I seen that plate say Dax 9776, it was next to another car that flipped off the Red Lodge. See, the car that had the Dax plate was navy blue, which also flips out of the Marines. Okay, so they had to go through a series of queens. So I had to go through a queen in each sign of the zodiac that say he's solid. So that's what you call your zodiac rounds. It starts out real wide. The world at large, 8.4 billion people, but you in the small area. In the course of that, while you doing your work, the queen's doing their work. Now, if the king that's doing his work encounters the queen that's doing her work, if you look right now, you see the pillar on the left and the pillar on the right. You see two pillars. In between the two pillars, you see the man. Hiram is raised. Now, once you understand that, and you understand that not everything that you see is exactly what you see, but it doesn't mean everything they tell you it means. Sometimes it means less, sometimes it means more. They play a wicked, dirty game with your mind. So what do? You let them have the mind, but you motherfucking stay in control. Because they're going to try to steer you to insanity. And once you get to that point, that shit don't work when you want us. We don't play that shit. Monkey man does not go crazy. That motherfucker goes saner and saner and saner. And the problem with the monkey man is it can't be tamed by external forces. So you can't beat a motherfucker with a monkey man into submission. You're going to end up getting fucked up later on because he's going to come back. That's just the way the monkey man work. The golden gun, Mazel. Trying to bring the heat, ain't you, bruh? So I wanted to directly tell the Red Queen that I'm fucking amazed. I'm fucking dazzled. I mean, I'm fucking flabbergasted. Let me see if I can find some more words that mean mind fucking blowed. I'm fucking perturbed, befuddled. I did not know what I did not know until I found out what I did not know. So all this time, it was a series of queens trying to get my attention so that they could participate in exiling the imposter bitches. And some of the queens I didn't even know was in on it. They all in on it, whether they want to be or not. They either supporting the imposters or they ripping them out. Most of them is getting the imposters out because that a real woman and one of them rotten ass bitches is not the same thing, and it's easy to get them mixed up if you don't pay attention. Because the imposter bitch use all of the bait, but her heart ain't in it. And if you are in your heart space, you can't be deceived by it. So she can kiss your ass from here to Albuquerque and won't rouse your staying desire. It's going to arouse your, I'm getting the fuck away from this bitch. How did I get myself into this shit desire? That's the one that's going to raise up. So when I was seeing this shit, my baby kicked fucking ass. So came to me off a bobblehead flip. And bobblehead was my piston flip, and piston being Wallace flip. I didn't even know Ben Wallace was in this shit. I don't even know what the fuck his jersey number is when he played with the Pistons. But that was the initial flip off the bobblehead, which flipped me over into a framework. I get to see what the fuck going on here, right up in there, somewhere. So in the course of me being screened, because I always know when I'm being screened, I don't care from the red light to the blue light, you screen the motherfucker, you screen the motherfucker. So Big Bruh flipped me off the red lodge, couple of OGs to see if I'm going to back down about my motherfucking queens. It's not going to happen. I'm going to negotiate a peace treaty. Don't bring that shit about my queens as the peace treaty. That's the full extent of it. I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't want bullshit around my queens. That's all it is to it. And I did not know that I was talking about two queens. I was talking about one. Black girl magic, motherfucking black girl magic. So I'm watching this dance. I'm swaying with the dragons. I'm amazed. I'm amazed. Amazement don't even normally enter into my psychology. This is the first person that I can tell you actually dies with my goddamn boots off. Fucking, I'm fucking amazed, you know. So we had to flip out of the Red Lodge, mirror the Red Lodge. While they flip out an imposter, I had to flip out a master. So back and forth we tap. Rat-a-tat-tat on that motherfucking ass is the motherfucking flow. Here comes the white sheets. So that's my Rap-A-Lot Scarface reference. See, they trying to flip me information. I need no information. I know where my baby's at. I'm so motherfucking proud of her. Kick them motherfuckers' ass. However, I didn't know that she could slice them words out there with the profanity like me. But it don't surprise me. I heard her slip up a few times, think anybody listen, talk to her friends, but every now and then it was rare. But I always knew she was a good kid. I didn't know she was one of the best kids on the planet, if not the best. So mama said that she wanted her to be number one. And my mama said, that's a real good kid you got there, baby. And she kicked these motherfuckers' ass. So when you realize the extent of the difficulty of the task and the training required to be able to excise this cancer in the human family, when all that shit started to click, I'm 50 years old. It took me a long time to open my eyes all the way up. That's normal. What's not normal is somebody can train a motherfucker in a very short period of time, not even 25 years, can flip out that shit like that. So when mama said she wanted the baby to be number one, that's not possible. See, number one means competition is involved. There's a competition taking place. No fucking competition here. Ain't no fucking competition. So you can't be number one when you're the only one. Only one mean only one. Motherfucker, break the goddamn mold. You don't see no shit like this. You got your own fucking lane. Made that motherfucker. Cut through the forest and made that motherfucker. My own lane. Only master of masters do that. Top masters. Highest ranked masters. That shit fucking amazing to me. To see this shit. Participate in it. And to even think that I might have even had a grain of sand's worth of involvement in it amazes the fuck out of me. I'm fucking flabbergasted. I can't find no amazement words with enough power and force to tell me this shit. Somebody don't like it. Like I give a fuck. You can be mad as you want to be. Above all, truth is truth. So when we get into the flipping of the masters, exposing of the imposters, it started to bring into view something that we didn't pay much attention to. This thing called life. Well, the part about Pac being reincarnated, Mizell, is that's not going to happen because you're going to see him real live in the flesh soon. Whoever it is putting these frowny faces on there, state your grievance or get the fuck off my shit. that explains the Ben Wallace reference out of Alabama. Alabama is Alibaba,